So, this is my vlog on my first VR experience thing. And so, basically yesterday, I went into my brother's friend's house and he had a big old mega computer, dual monitors, the works, and I think he had the Vive, put that on, headphones, and I was just like, hell yeah, why not? I played 3 different games, and I just want to talk about them really quick because the point of this video is this is one of those memories I just want to keep, and I want to look back on a video like this and just kind of remember, oh yeah, that was a good time, that was a good time. And oh my god, like it's so surreal because the way I always pictured VR, I thought it would be like kind of like I'm looking at 2 screens right here, and that's it. Like I thought VR, if anything, was like this gimmick term given for this kind of stuff. I just thought I'd be looking kind of like 2 monitors, and I would obviously not. No, like I can't tell you enough. Like it, you look around and you're there. Like I'm not looking at a screen. I'm looking at it. The and there was like a hub world, I guess, kind of thing. And the hub world was the Mass Effect, you know, the Elusive Man's giant bubble thing. I was like, no one was like, oh yeah, this was. I was like, is this the for Mass Effect? Hell yeah, man! Like, I just needed a cool chair, a drink, a cigarette. I don't even do that shit, but I'll do it for the sake of being the Elusive Man for a minute. Hell yeah! So, the first game I played was a demo. I don't even remember the name of it. And at this point, like, I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. But there's a part of my mind that with like Kinect and the Wii where it was all supposed to be this explosive art. It, it's supposed to be game play that's gonna let you be in the game. And that's not what happened. Those kind of just became gimmicks and they fell, and not much good content came out of it. With this new VR, like, if anything, I feel like, damn, consoles might die, like, real quick. I had to learn, I was being stupid with the controls, but I had my sensor sticks things, and it was kind of like a point and click thing. I had a torch, and then with the other hand, I would click where I wanted to go, and it would just kind of, it would be like Google Maps, where I'd be like, whoosh, I'd just swoosh over there. There was this dude in a robe who was taking me through the catacombs, and he was sketchy. Like, I put the torch in his face, and he was just a sketchy looking dude who was just rambling about some shit I didn't know about. I didn't give a shit what the fuck he was saying. I was just looking around like, oh, like, it was so crazy. There was this one part where it opened up, and there was like the ground, like I was at an edge, and there was this big open space, and I thought, I thought I could fall off if I walked forward, and it was like I actually got to walk around, and if I like walk this way, I would actually walk that way. It was dope as fuck. And so I was like lighting. I had a torch, and I was like kind of lighting this shit up. And there was like one part. It was like a crawl space, right? And I could actually get on my knee and look into that shit, and it was just so trippy. And so after that, I just kept exploring these catacombs and getting the hang of it. Then I see this like monster thing, and instantly I was like, okay, I don't have a weapon. I don't got a weapon. And I turn around to the guy behind me who's supposed to be leading me through these catacombs, and he's like, fuck this, and he runs away, and he falls off that cliff I mentioned earlier, and I was just like, what? And this whole time there are other people in the room. I can barely hear them over the sound of the gameplay, but there's that kind of little tension where you're like, okay, one of these guys could like clock me in the mouth and I wouldn't know about it. I don't expect them to do that, but there's that uneasiness where you don't feel you're not aware of your actual surroundings. And then there's a part of you that when this monster turns around and starts coming for you, that you're like, oh shit, I'm not aware of these people in the room, and this thing's going to attack me. So I'm like, and then when he starts running at me, I was like, no, like, I was trying to turn around, I was trying to run, it wasn't letting me, I was like, ah, and then game over. And I'm pretty sure I was supposed to die there. Whew, it was just like, my heart was going, like, literally, I was like this. I was like this, on the, like, I was curling up into a little ball. I'm not even joking. Like, some people would probably be like, trying to fight this thing. I was like, no, let's get into a ball. The next game I played after that was like this job simulator game. They had like a chef option, so I was like, I work at a diner, let's do the chef option. And basically there was like this guy, it kind of just threw me into a restaurant, and there was a guy who's like, hey, I'm about to propose to my girlfriend, can you put this wedding ring in this sandwich? And I was like, why would, this is a terrible proposal. But it was just say, hey, make a sandwich. And at this point, everyone has left the room, and I'm in here by myself trying to make this sandwich. And it let me put a CD into this record player. Like, I found the CD, put it in, I played music, and it was like I was actually just kind of listening to music, like straight up within this game. And so I was making this sandwich. I was really trying to get the hang of it. And then at one point, I had all my ingredients. I made this stupid fucking sandwich. Like, it was like, oh, make an egg, but I didn't have like a pan to actually make the egg in. So I just threw the fucking egg onto the grill, and I guess that works. That's how you make food. It's not. So I had all my ingredients, and I put it up here. I got his stupid ring in there. I was looking for, like, it wanted an olive at the top of the sandwich. I couldn't find olive, so I was like, fuck it, and it's like barely holding together. And then no one took it. I was like, how do I get rid of it? And I found out later I had to put it like in this separate area. Not the point. By this point, I was like, fuck it, and I just threw it. And I was like, oh damn, I can do this. I had like a giant bowl thing that with like that was on top of the stove, and I was just throwing wine bottles and all this other shit. I was throwing food at these robots that were like just kind of watching me. And there was one point I was like, my foot is kind of tapping to this music. I got like this carrot, and I was just like, and I was doing that jokingly, but my guy actually ate it, and then I just threw the rest of it at this robot. Like, I just assumed that would happen, my mind, and it actually happened. It was so satisfying. I put a bunch of shit in the microwave and just let it fry, and it probably would have exploded IRL, but it was like radioactive when I opened it. And yeah, I was just throwing shit everywhere. I did not make that sandwich properly. Lastly, the other game was like this weird. Last one my brother said was his favorite. I didn't really get into it. It was like I had to drive a boat, and there were other people playing online, and I just had to. It was like a boat shooting, whatever the fuck. And I was the controls. I sucked at straight up. So it just went down south. I got my ass kicked. I died like 4 or 5 times. I don't even think I killed anyone. I was having trouble even finding the other people because I was just trying to steer my boat for so long. So that one wasn't all that great. But damn, I gotta say, like that first one was like a perfect, like, just get my heart. Oh no, there was a zombie one. Okay, no, I think the actual second one I played, it was basically the zombie game, right? You know, just kind of, these zombies walk up to you, and you just gotta kind of look around, shoot them. And they only die by headshots. And they would just, once you shoot them once, if you don't hit them in the head, they start running. So I was just like, like, and there was like these big giant things walking in the background. I was like, it was trying to scare me, and it succeeded. And overall, a pretty great, like I'm all for VR now. I can't wait for it to finally catch on for everyone. Fallout 4 VR, I'm on that shit. Uh, dreams come true. Uh, I'm gonna be an old dude, and all these kids are gonna grow up on VR, and I'm gonna be a fucking loser who still remembers holding a controller and other shit to play video games. But anyway, yeah, it was a pretty cool experience. And yeah, thank you for watching as always. And with that, I leave you VR. Oh my god, fun times.